Hey, what's goody, Frye gang? Little bit of a lazy video today. I'm suffering from a bit of burnout, so I'm not really in the mood to make any big videos, but those will return. That video I teased last video will be coming soon. I just need to find the motivation. But I've already covered all of Deep Cut. Now it's time to move on to Off the Hook, and who better to start with than Pearl. So what is the deal with Pearl? Now, it was kind of hard to come up with a word for my girl. So for the thumbnail and the overall theme of the videos, for Frye was why so conflicted, Shiver was why so popular, for Big Man why so unpopular, but it's kind of tough for Pearl since the public opinion and her overall reputation has changed drastically from launch of Splatoon 2 till now. So the way people see her now is way vastly different from how people saw her back when Splatoon 2 was first announced and came out. And there's a couple reasons for that, but I guess redeemed would be a nice word for that, since she kind of has redeemed herself and people don't really clown on her and hate her as much as they used to. And a big reason why the opinion on her has changed so much is basically because of Octo expansion, the art book as well to a lesser extent, but more so Octo expansion. Pearl just got more involvement in overall story. She got some more lore and backstory in the art book, but she was engaged a lot in Octo expansion on top of the new designs, which I will get onto in a bit. But yeah, Octo expansion really did help shoot Off the Hook in popularity. They were already super popular, but Octo expansion really shot them up there into the stratosphere. A lot of people's favorite idol groups out of the three, Deep Cut, Squid Sisters, and Off the Hook, is Off the Hook, mainly because of Octo expansion. Just imagine how differently the perceptions of Pearl and Marina would be if we never got Octo expansion and they were just in side order, or they weren't even in side order and we just had them in base game. It would be very different from what we have now. Now, I'm not going to go too much into Pearl's backstory and everything about her. I could make a whole separate just lore video on Pearl herself. That would be kind of cool. I could probably do that. But at least for why I like Pearl, okay, for the reasons I disliked her at first, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a big time Pearl hater. I was a Marina fan, okay. When I first got into Splatoon 2, I was a huge Marina fan. I did not like Pearl at all, and no, it's not because of the forehead. All right, I'm sane. All right, I'm not that unhinged. I didn't dislike Pearl because her forehead. I just kind of thought she looked ugly, not gonna lie. It kind of hurts to say that now, but I thought Pearl looked ugly. It doesn't, I guess it was just because of her eyebrows. Her eyebrows just look so weird and off. They're kind of just like two blobs right there above her eyes. It didn't really fit with how like wide her face is. Just having those very stubby and small eyebrows really, I don't know, it's not really visually appealing. And her forehead, it's normal sized. All right, the forehead jokes are so old, but her outfit as well, I mean, it's cool. The white zipper dress with the pink leggings. I love the pink. I love how her signature color is like light pink, hot pink. I love that because that's my favorite color. So that's a huge reason why I like Pearl now. But the overall color scheme is very nice, the white and the pink. But the dress, I don't know. I'm not really a whole fan of that. It doesn't really seem to fit Pearl much. And speaking of that, she's got like this whole pop princess theming going on, which doesn't really fit her, considering she's just like a stereotypical rapper, which her Octo expansion outfit fits her much better. That thematically fits so much better. I guess that's another reason why I like her Octo expansion outfit more. But just her design doesn't match her personality. So I guess that's another reason why a lot of people didn't really vibe well with Pearl. But then Octo expansion came around and she got this brand new design. I love this. This is probably my favorite character design in all of Splatoon. Just MC Princess, my MC Princess right here. Pearl MC Princess. Her MC Princess design, I think, is the best design of any character, like major character throughout Splatoon. It's great. I love the like greenish pearl colored, I guess, pearl colored greenish with the pink, which matches very well with Pearl herself. The green kind of matches her eyes a little bit, so I guess it's kind of gold, and then the pink matches her her hair tips. And then those shoes, those like holographic reflective chromatic shoes, are very nice. I love the crown, the big ass pendant on her chain around her neck. She's got the rings on her fingers. She just looks like the rapper that she is. All right, Pearl has always been a rapper, and this outfit very well matches her a lot more than her pop princess outfit and that kind of facade she puts on for Off the Hook. Another nice little detail that I like a lot about Pearl is her name itself. Her name, even her name is cool. So her full name is Pearl Hazuki, and in Japanese, Pearl is Hime, so Hime Hazuki, and her name Hime is based on the North Pygmy squid, which is the smallest squid in the world, I'm pretty sure, and translates to princess. Hime literally translates to princess, and then her last name Hazuki is likely derived from the real world colossal squid, the world's largest squid, which translates roughly to Dao Hazukika in Japan. So Pearl's name is based on the smallest squid in the world, but also the biggest squid in the world at the same time. So her name is literally Princess Colossal Squid, and the princess part makes sense as she's a pop princess and she's known as MC Princess. It's great. Pearl has a lot of cool detail and lore, I guess, behind her name. Now for Pearl's personality, kind of a lot like Frye. I'm not really a big fan of it like here in real life, but for Pearl I think it's great. I don't mind it at all. She's kind of just very loud, bombastic, in your face, and just she makes her presence known. All right, I hate that type of thing here in real life. Just be quiet and leave me alone. You're not that special. All right, calm down.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
But Pearl, I don't know, something about Pearl, it just fits her very well with her stereotypical rapper inspiration. And even just not with that, it's very endearing and in a likable way that Pearl is like very loud, in your face, and bombastic. I don't mind it when Pearl does it, but if anyone else did it, it's like, please calm down. You're not all that.
You're not that.
And also, Pearl, she obviously came from a very rich family. She's always been very well off, but she doesn't really flaunt that. Like normally rich people have this like snotty rich person type of personality. Like you will know, or they will let you know that they are better than you and they have more money than you. But Pearl's not like that. She's relatively humble, all things considered, which I am a big fan of. Humbleness, it's one of the best qualities a person can have. Now, before I even go on with this rant about how much I like Pearl, that's not even what the video is about. Why did people dislike Pearl? I kind of mentioned it earlier, but I just, her design overall, kind of like Frye, is just like kind of unconventional, not really too appealing to look at. You know, it was already bad enough that the forehead jokes were running. She was never going to escape that. As soon as her design was first revealed, the jokes were already coming and they were not stopping. So that really was the end all be all. Once the forehead jokes came, there's nothing that could have saved her. And like I said, she was just kind of ugly. It feels mean to say, but I mean, she was. At least I thought she was at first. So I can't really blame anybody. And just like her personality, Marina was a lot more like sweet and reserved and just more kind and all of that. So, and she, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Marina is more appealing to look at, more attractive for a lot of people. So it's understandable why a lot of people liked Marina more, and it wasn't even Pearl's fault. It's just that they liked the way Marina looked better. So there's nothing Pearl really could have done. And surprisingly, for Splatfest, okay, I know this is always the most controversial part, but for Splatfest, it's not as drastic as Splatoon 3 is. So of course with Splatoon 3, there's 3 idols now, so it's split up, and one idol has a higher chance of losing a Splatfest than if there were just only 2. Yeah, Big Man and Shiver have been absolutely sweeping. My girl Frye only has a singular win here in the US at least, and it's sad. But surprisingly, even though Marina was more of a fan favorite than Pearl was, like before Octo expansion and everything, it was damn near even. All right, there were 31 Splatfests in Splatoon 2, and Pearl won 15 of them. So Marina won literally only one more than Pearl. There was damn near dead even on like Splatfest wins. Marina won more in a row. At one time there's like 5 to 7 in a row she won. I don't remember exactly. It doesn't really matter how many exactly it was, but Marina was on a steamroll. She was steamrolling the hell out of Pearl. So at least for Splatfest, it was relatively even, so that didn't really have too much of an impact on Pearl's reputation, as you know it does Frye. But overall, this video has been a whole lot of nothing and just me saying absolutely nothing at all. But overall, yeah, the opinion on Pearl was not the greatest before Octo expansion. The forehead jokes, her design was, I mean, understandably not the most visually appealing. But after Octo expansion came out and we saw her brand new design, and she was more engaged in the story. She was just overall a lot more likable after Octo expansion. The public perception on her kind of shifted. So although there still are some people who hate on Pearl because of her forehead or whatever other reasons, the majority of people started warming up to Pearl. Pearl really grew on a lot of people, and I'm one of them. At first, I didn't like Pearl at all, but over time, after I played Octo expansion and just over time, as I spent more time like getting to know her, or like learning more about her and just seeing her more, she started growing on me. All right, I'm not even gonna lie. At first, I kind of gaslit myself into liking Pearl because I don't even know why. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of Pearl. I much rather preferred Marina. But I was like, huh, maybe Pearl isn't that bad. And I just started to pretend to like her, to just kind of like force myself to like her because I kind of felt bad. And then now here we are. I fucking genuinely like Pearl a lot. All right, this isn't even a facade anymore. I actually genuinely like Pearl. She is my second favorite idol, and she might actually be creeping up on Frye as my #1 favorite. All right, Pearl has a lot going for her compared to Frye. Frye's really only just been in the main story of Splatoon 3, which I still haven't even finished, by the way, so I don't even know all the backstory on Frye. Pearl, she's had was she in the Splatoon 2 story mode? I don't know, I haven't played that either, but she was in that, I'm assuming. She was in Octo expansion, which did a huge number for her reputation. She was also in Side Order, which I'm sure boosted her up even more. She also got a lot of lore in the art book, interviews, and other things. So Pearl's been around for a long time, and she's had a lot going for her. So naturally, over time, there'll be a lot more qualities about her that people will start to like, and over time, the public perception of her will change. And now Pearl's amazing. I love her. She's great. There's nothing I dislike about her. Yeah, there's not a single thing I dislike about her. My MC princess. I love Pearl. She's amazing. But yeah, that's really about it for this video. I don't really know what else to say. So see you next mission and play some goddamn Splatty.